Salve, salve, turminha! Já vai começar o Code Next. Eu tô aqui numa bagunça, pessoal. Tava trabalhando, mano. Uma bagunça. É que tô terminando de me arrumar aqui. Fala, do Bitu! Que isso, amigo? Melhor canal do Brasil. Ai, eu vou passar um cremezinho. Que eu acabei de tomar banho, mano. Dois minutinhos pra começar. Já vou abrir os YouTube aqui pra vocês assistirem juntamente comigo. Meu cabelo tá sujaço, velho. Tava pintando uma casa ali, sujou de tinta tudo. Aí. Dados privados sendo exportados aqui. Call of Duty Next. Já vai começar, hein, pessoal? Salve, salve, Tailung! Que honra, meu amigo! Peraí, tô numa pressa aqui, por isso não tô lendo aí no chat direito. Anunciaram a FATA do chat pra PC? Como assim, FATA? Não tô ligado, não. Eu não entendi o que você quis dizer, amiguinho. Mas anunciou o chat pra PC, a versão... Tá. Não consegui compreender agora. 1 minuto e 35 já vai começar, hein? Eu nem almocei hoje, velho. Eu tô com os lanchinhos pra encher minha barriga enquanto eu assisto a live aqui. Altos BR, velho. Altos BR. Meus biscoitinhos. Os cookiezinhos. Dez segundos, hein? Só vamos. O futuro de Call of Duty começa agora. O Road Multiplayer. Porra! É só o começo. Fala, Arthurzinho. Está sem som? Ah, tá, velho. Sorry.
this, the general manager of Call of Duty.
Aí, tá saindo o som agora?
A truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated.
Mano, o Warzone 2 já vai sair hoje aqui. Tô empolgadaço.
Very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience. One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news. But it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years.
Não, mano, tô muito empolgado com esse Warzone 2. O MW2 também. Nossa, MW2 é um dos mais top, velho. Tem um Ghostzinho, Marquinhos. Será que ele vai de base dessa vez?
On the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce.
Olha os streamers, você não quer mostrar o Hayashi? Diz que ele tá aí, mano.
Studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of.
Esse eu não conheço.
Welcome.
Os caras vão jogar o COD ao vivo, tipo, no evento. Foda, hein?
It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you play it, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're gonna see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions. And I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with...
Salve, salve, Rian, beleza, mano? Tô comendo aqui que eu nem almocei ainda. Cheguei do serviço, vim fazer a live. Mas vai rolar o Warzone 2 hoje, já falaram aqui, mano. Caralho, a gente mostrou a imagem do Warzone. Mostrou uma cena bem curta dele.
Inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look,
Véi, imagina ser convidado para um evento desse e jogar ao vivo assim, meio... Nossa, isso é muito louco.
Before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time...
Eles vão começar com o MW, depois a Warzone 2.
Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun.
Ué, deve estar aí, Tailung.
One other thing I want to talk about for
Deve mostrar que tá mostrando alguns streamers de vez em quando aí.
so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning.
Eu vi um cara ali que parece com o John Vlogs, mano. Não sei se é ele, não.
Quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone, or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say, everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare.
Os caras vão poder streamar agora, a partir de agora. Você pode começar a fazer live na Twitch. Na Twitch eu dizer, au! Que é isso? É multiplayer? A primeira vez multiplayer e o MW. Esses trailers que Activision a alga do jogo, mano, que coisa linda. Olha o Price já. Eles sabem fazer trailer, não tem jeito, tá tudo preto, tudo preto. Já, mas você tá falando qual que é? O Hayashi? É, Tailung? Tudo preto, velho, que é isso? Uau. Bugou. Localizar o presidente. Acho que isso é da campanha? Parece ser campanha, não. Parece multiplayer. Ou vocês são heartbeats diferentes? Será que tem missão de extração agora? Isso é multiplayer, mano. Nossa, tá muito insano esse jogo, mano. Essa feature já tem no MW, né? Poder atirar quando tá na escada com armas secundárias. Você viu falando de Airstrike ali, né? Ó, viu do Warzone aí! Que louco, velho! O Adore, mano! Olha que insano! Olha que insano, mano! Eles estão mostrando muito pouco, velho. Mas estão mostrando de tudo. Mas tem MP agora, né? Tá muito bonito o mapa, velho. Tá muito pegada a Blackout? Muito Blackout. Pra quem jogou e conhece, né? Gunsmith 2.0 agora. Tem modo terceira pessoa, principalmente pela ceninha que a gente viu? Tem qual resolução esse YouTube? Esqueci de mudar isso, velho. HD normal. Pre-order now. E aí? Vou comprar, pessoal? É claro que sim, né? Como que fica sem? Tá. Eles estão repetindo. Acho que eles mostraram a cena do multiplayer, lançaram a cena do Warzone e campanha, eu acho que não mostrou aqui não. Nadando, mano! Olha o Ghost! O Ghost mesmo, Rian. O Ganhe voltou. Triste. Eles estão repetindo mesmo, mano. You're gonna be okay. Hostage secure. Keep going. Gotcha. Do not let them cross the border. Nossa, o cara tá jogando uma hora dessa já o jogo, mano. Como assim a câmera... Ah, não, é por causa que... No começo, né, tava tudo preto. Acho que eles repetiram a cena. Não deu pra ver, tava tudo preto. Deu um blackout. A câmera portátil eu nem reparei, velho. É aquele dronezinho? Esse é tipo um drone que já tinha no Warzone, né? Não tem mais, não. Antes tinha.
I'm on my way.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Não vou repetir de novo, não, né?
And there we go, Call of Duty fans, the trailer so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there, everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our...
Ah, o que jogou na parede era a câmera, né? Não tinha reparado direito, não. Interessante, parece muito com Rainbow Six agora.
Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the there, Jeff Smith, multiplayer design directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our
Tão bom entender inglês tudo.
the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home. The community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 has really been a core piece of what Modern
Ó,
Warfare
entendi, velho. Falou que tá
and it's a dialogue that
respondendo as expectativas dos fãs sobre os feedback, né? Que passaram do MW 2019. Eles estão fazendo muitas coisas que os fãs não agradaram e fazendo de uma maneira melhor, né?
their experience on this franchise. We're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, you know, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. You know, what do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of
Voltado pra
what
galera
makes
que
a
joga
Call
mais
of Duty
parado, como
game.
foi o MW 2019, né? Eu acho que eles reconhecem.
Ah, tá, eles não podem jogar ainda não. Achei que eles estavam jogando, mas eles não podem jogar ainda não. Quando liberar a gameplay, a gente vai, acho que assistir junto.
You know, breaking down water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last
Pegar uma água que tá, deu sede.
Combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't.
Evento top, Arthurzinho.
We froze froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustic.
Peraí, uai, como assim? Ah, não, tá repetindo cena, né? Nossa, empolguei.
There's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon.
Não tá repetindo não.
Primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at,
Não, a mecânica de mergulho tá bem interessante, velho.
as you get deeper,
Como já tinha sido informado, né? A gente pode usar armas secundárias embaixo da água. E na parte superior a gente pode usar armas normais, como a R. Por aí vai.
every piece of equipment, has been filtered like through water. Like we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. They really would, instead of blinking out.
Everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my god! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle, but instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to...
Nossa, mano, agora é gameplay mesmo. Parece o Warzone essa cena.
They can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing
O Ghost tá bolado, hein? Mudou nada com esse cara.
So if you throw a grenade up into a building second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto-deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water.
John Best, seja bem-vindo ao canal, mano. Muito obrigado por se inscrever aí. O Heartbeat Sensor tá muito... Nossa, que arma que é essa?
Our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go...
Não, a munição da arma fica em cima.
With all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom. It's going to shut down everything. And I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look, but it also has a battery as a balancing.
Tá muito top o jogo.
Indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so
This
much
is the TAC cam too, which you guys just saw, which to me is
Tá muito foda, velho.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates. So you can, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like.
Já vou reservar. Eu vou comprar meu sem dúvida, mas vou comprar pra PC, né? Vou comprar pra console, não.
I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my god. Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me, I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we, you know, level our weapons and manage them?
Ó, Gunsmith agora.
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback.
Então os attachments agora tem cross progression. Ou seja, se você desbloqueia um attachment para uma arma, as demais armas dessa classe também desbloqueiam o mesmo attachment. Isso eu acho muito interessante, não precisa ficar upando a arma 1000 vezes. Exemplo, igual eles mostram aqui, ó, a M4 e a M16, ela tá na mesma classe. Se você desbloqueia o attachment para uma das duas, desbloqueia para as duas, não precisa ficar upando milhões de armas.
to those details, though, Jeremy? What can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit.
Então, Marquinhos, cara, aquela cena da casa é top, né, do MW 2019. Cara, eu quero ver a cena que nesse MW que eu não me engano, o MW2, que tem um gulag, se eu não me engano. Eu quero ver o gulag, velho. O gulag é muito insano.
Receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4.
Pois é, Rian. Tá comendo finizinho que eu sou viciadão, mano. Sou viciado nisso, eu tenho que ir no Fini Anonymous.
About the Frankenprint, this is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Available in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. But Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, you know, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Yes. But you know, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And
espero que os mapas não sejam igual do MW 2019, cara. Mapas que favorecem a camperagem. Igual eles comentaram no início do evento aqui. Eles estão fazendo um jogo que tá focando em jogadores iniciantes e jogadores veteranos, para poder não ter um meio termo igual foi no MW 2019, que focou muito nos iniciantes e os veteranos não agradaram tanto do jogo. Por isso que você vê que tipo as pessoas que começaram a jogar Warzone, Call of Duty pelo MW, cara, é muito fanático do jogo, porque ele favorece muito ao iniciante.
A bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff. I might. Hey, it's the first time for everything here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town.
O mapa do Warzone ali, ó. Sarif Bay, o nome do mapa.
It's a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious.
Ou o nome de uma parte do mapa, aparentemente.
And you know, swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this
tá muito denso, né? Vamos dizer assim.
And all this great rooftop combat, and mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat action happening.
Yeah, I love how you describe the
Só isso que você mostrou do mapa?
on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic, Jeff. Okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure, Mercado
Las Almas.
A little street market
Mapa mexicano?
section in Mexico. Mexico.
No México.
Behind this is, you know, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see you know, how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6. All this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps?
Pelo pouco dos mapas que deu pra ver, parece que são uns mapas decentes, interessantes, né?
You've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is a
Ah!
map. It's
É o novo modo?
We affectionately call it the shipment of ground war. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping, they're coming in on medium birds, and it's this high action.
Ah, essa é uma DMR essa arma, velho.
But it's also really chill.
Parece uma DMR, né?
Barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, you know, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe, you can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun.
Isso não mostra assim fácil, não, Ian. Faz arma preta. Mas eu creio que as camuflagens vão ser bem interessantes. Pegada do Vanguard. Uma camuflagem boa.
And now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue.
Esse modo me lembra CS, velho.
Round-based mode.
De resgatar o prisioneiro.
Prisoners are kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary.
Mas será que esse modo é contra players mesmo ou contra bot? O contra bot é meio sem graça, né?
An advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to the exfil is
definitely, you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person.
Cara, tem modo de terceira pessoa. POV mode. Que da hora, mano. Isso é novidade bem exótica pro Call of Duty. Mas como ter essa mira na terceira pessoa? Acho que não funciona, né? Pra mirar tem que ter em primeira.
You know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
Achei interessante esse modo.
We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
We haven't even got to Warzone yet.
we're not even okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return
Spec Ops
as
vai
our third
voltar.
mode and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game
Mas
design.
só de dupla agora o Spec Ops.
On air support, 1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner?
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed we do. Let's roll the clip.
Exclusivo para PlayStation, aparentemente. Ó, meio samurai, velho. Conteúdo exclusivo pro PlayStation, da hora. Será que dá pra resgatar no PlayStation e jogar no PC?
Blade or bullet, fist or bow, spear, stone or arrow. These are merely tools.
Ó, fodão.
One to fear.
No meio de tiroteio, o cara andando com uma facãozinha na mão. Faz isso no multiplayer pra você ver. O que é bala que você toma.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mind.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives, and I think the art team.
Mano, acho que eles deveriam mudar o nome do Warzone, sério.
So
Warzone 2 foi um nome muito estranho, vocês não acham, não?
We keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are
Amanhã começa a beta pra PlayStation, quem fez a pré-compra, né?
screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your
Só vou jogar dia 24, dia 25 e 26. Triste.
It's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2.
A campanha agora.
Don't forget, your
Ah, a campanha eu vou poder jogar antes, né? Vai ser isso mesmo. Quem comprar o jogo pode jogar a campanha antes do lançamento real do jogo. Eu acho isso interessante porque não vai ter aquela colisão de multiplayer com campanha. Interessante isso mesmo.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next.
Você tá zoando, Renato. Você tá só na alegria, então, aí. Vai poder engolir o jogo aí.
Of Call of Duty.
E só ficar só observando. Triste.
With 144 Hz VRR and AMD FreeSync, now on TCL 6 Series TVs. Prime Gaming. Visit gaming.amazon.com today and start claiming your free content.
We have 200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind, to be the first players.
Quer dizer, vamos ver o que a Hayashi tá falando enquanto...
2019, se não mais. Tá bem alto o som dos passos.
Ah, gostei, todo o espaço tá alto.
player. No Warzone eu não sei, mas a tendência tá igual, né?
19 mil pessoas assistindo o cara, cê é louco, velho.
Chat, eu tomei Mountain Dew, que é esse refrigerante que patrocina o COD há muito tempo pela primeira vez. É bom. Eles não estão me pagando nada pra falar isso, infelizmente, tá? Mas eu gostei. Mas não foi uma unanimidade, não. O pessoal aqui que tá com a gente, teve gente que não gostou, não.
Ah, fala nada que interessante, não? E aí, Japa?
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night at S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal. Ooh, terminal. Most people have terminal nostalgia. Terminal. Terminal, 100%. I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous. Easy. Straight. High rise. High rise. Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right. Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything that I'm seeing and never show you.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. God, it was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there. Everyone having a good time. And some incredibly well-dressed people out there. And some definitely not. Sweaty T-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0.
Warzone 2 agora.
In the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready?
Vocês vão botar mais cenas de gameplay?
We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my goodness.
Eu não tô gostando desse nome, velho. Warzone 2. Estranho.
Where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right?
Dizem que o nome do primeiro Warzone vai mudar para o Warzone Pacific agora.
Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is a new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design, it brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from...
falar sobre DMZ mesmo, é verdade, velho.
The first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest.
Aqui, né, que eu apontei o dedo na tela, esqueci que não dá pra ver.
Looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Oh, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah.
O mapa do Warzone 2 aqui.
Warzone 2.0.
Cara, tá muito parecido com o primeiro mapa, né? Tem os cemitérios, sei lá que porra que é. Cara, tá muito blackout, velho. Olha o que tal aqui. Hijacked ficava aqui. Cara, é muito blackout, velho. Eles copiaram o mapa de blackout. Ó, Quarry voltou. Quarry, né? Oasis. A cidadezinha tá aqui. Da hora, velho. Mostraram o mapa.
Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout, but let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between.
Fortress tá mostrando os pontos de interesse. O Quarry não mudou muito, não. Tá bem semelhante com o Quarry antigo.
And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some...
Cara, tá muito foda.
point of interest to make them something that the players will want
A iluminação parece estar boa também.
of that single point.
Observatório. Isso parece uma prisão, né? Esse local aí.
Elevation, observatory at the center of the map.
Aí a cidadezona. Muito densa, velho.
They want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting.
Tem áreas subterrâneas, entre aspas, aeroporto.
That looks familiar.
Oh, esse aeroporto parece o aeroporto do Warzone. Verdansk, na verdade.
Between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is...
A Docas aí, Renato. Doquinhas tá de volta, hein?
To swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys.
Cara, tá muito foda o mapa, mano. Muito foda.
Today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think some people are gonna drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know? Go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait a
I've been here before.
I know what this is. Have all these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern Warfare fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy.
Deixa eu bugado aqui. Não, Rian, o mapa tá bem interessante, velho. Não sei se foi do seu agrado, mas do meu agrado foi muito, muito do meu agrado.
More swimming.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller, you know.
Mais a mecânica de nada, né?
People, I mean, this just looks...
Você já mostrar, mas a água tá muito bonita.
Yeah.
A animação também no geral, bem top.
I'm not even sure what caustics are.
Será que eles vão falar a data oficial do Warzone 2? Que já mostraram, tipo, falaram tudo do jogo. Não tem porquê eles guardarem Warzone 2.0 o nome do jogo, velho. Nossa senhora. Que nome mais bonito, não, pessoal? Muda de nome, dá tempo.
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you
Melhor que caldeira, não é muito difícil não. É os novos veículos.
to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit.
Tem muito veículo aquático agora, né?
Sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle...
Mas o que eu mais gostei foi da EMP voltar. Que, cara, EMP contra carro é uma maravilha. Helicóptero, então, vixe.
You can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got, you know, water vehicles. We've got a small boat. We've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back. So you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
You forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. And it's a moving platform with 3 doors. And you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, you know, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, you know, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting,
unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I thought there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
What do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go ahead. Go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them a game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there's going to be some amazing clips. But
Vamos lá.
I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0.
O povo gritando no fundo lá.
They're like, yes!
You know, in looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet, you can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches.
Será que o loadout vai continuar?
That are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop
Sistema de loadout como que vai ser?
of how you loot, and there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them, and you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there, so you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al Mazrah and quite literally like have a route we plan, hit the gas station, gas up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously
a mecânica do círculo.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell split.
Mas diz que o
circles. And then those circles kind of close down, and what it does is it segregates
entendi essa mecânica.
micro battles in those circles, and at a certain point you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle, good, and then those circles merge, they come back together, and you know, you have this very directed fight of like, as the circle's moving, you're like...
Interessante, velho. Pensando bem, é bem interessante esse múltiplo círculo, porque, imagina, o time vai todo se dividindo no meio da treta, velho. Vai pro lado que foi mais vantajoso. Muito interessante mesmo. Olha o Gulag agora.
The Gulag, you know...
Nossa, tá muito foda, mano. Olha o Gulag. Todos os novos Gulags. Tem mais de um Gulag?
We're excited people to play is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary...
O Gulag é mais de uma pessoa?
In the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out, and after that, you guys are enemies.
O Gulag agora é em grupo, porra.
We need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other.
Interessante.
The other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like you're working with an enemy, there might be an AI here.
Cara, tá muito insano, velho. Eu quero jogar esse jogo.
We're gonna get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here, but there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include
Strongholds. É o legal que tem os bots aí, ó. Vamos ver.
Into what that's all about and if it's even true.
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah.
Eu não curti muito essa ideia de colocar bot no multiplayer, não. Strongholds. Vamos ver.
And assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on that best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different ways. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold,
qual é a recompensa?
Find the location of a black site.
Ah, o cara com o perk de rastreador, olha lá.
Fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you
O que há de novo?
deny Stephanie Snow?
What's new?
Finally, time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but
Novo...
one of the most exciting
Novos
things
mods?
about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new
DMZ
sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0.
Ah, será, velho? Será que vinga?
I played DMZ for the very first
Se
time
for
on my first
igual do BF,
and to this day, playing it non-stop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ, I can also confirm that DMZ is real.
essa parte que eu assisti no Hayashi, mano. Sério mesmo. Porque ele entende e traduz pra gente.
We've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al-Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, large sections of the map,
muito bot.
and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your
São letais. Podem te matar. Tem que tomar cuidado.
Areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then, on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world.
Você pode escolher por missões ou ir atrás de algumas diferentes atividades.
You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets.
Você pode ir atrás de players reais, vão ter players reais. Você pode tentar evitar eles. É um modo estilo Extraction Looter Shooter, né?
And we want
Essa é a
players to
ideia.
have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps.
Mas a gente não vai jogar ele hoje, eu acho.
Anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on VR, there
Teve muita informação, não. Só que DMZ vai ser uma bosta mesmo, já sabemos. Mas tá bot, velho. Já sinto falta do slide cancel. Mas eles podem voltar ainda, Rian. Data de lançamento do Warzone 2. Vai, fala aqui.
for everyone on November 16th.
16 de novembro, mano.
Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2.
16 de novembro já, mano.
After
Caramba, você agora não voou e atrás do Warzone, eu tô na merda. O que eu vou fazer da minha vida?
125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of
Deu
you
ruim.
in Al-Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot their errand and go.
Oh, os streamers poder jogar Alpha.
November 16th, but don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by the GMC Hummer
Será que acabou? Entendi, foi lá que os caras falaram.
All Electric Super Truck.
Eu acho que agora eu vou poder assistir os streamers jogando, né?
Generation of gaming. Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get
De que streak você pode trocar para score streak a hora que você quiser, não na hora que você quiser, né? Mas antes de começar, então você escolhe. Então assim, tem muita novidade e eu só vou conseguir detalhar isso certinho para vocês quando eu chegar no hotel, sentar e organizar tudo, né? Aqui pra gente vai ser por volta de 4 e meia da tarde, para vocês aí já vai estar de noite, né? Então assim, eu vou tentar soltar o vídeo hoje ainda, mas pode ser que saia muito tarde, tá? Ou só saia amanhã, não sei, mas é isso, tá?
Fica saindo aqui. Cena nova aqui, olha. A saída do Warzone agora é essa? Nossa, mano! Como que eles colocam mais coisas customizáveis, né, nesse Warzone? Será que vai ser paraquedas também ou wing switch? Ah, mais jogadores? Será que vai ter mais de 150? Ué, DMZ que tava mostrando aqui. Tá, é trio, né? Não, véi! Isso é Verdansk, né, não? Aquilo ali é Verdansk, mano. É paraquedas, não é paraquedas. Ó, o cara é um ninja, hein? Mais conexões. Ah, vem Dusk, velho. O estádio e tudo mais aí. Ó o Price nervoso. Que isso, velho? Você viu o cara pulou e deu slide na hora. Gulag. Ah, isso é cenas antigas, aparentemente. Não entendi o que você tá fazendo Liver Dance, não. Ah, o Warzone Mobile. Ah, agora entendi. Agora entendi. Não, tudo bem. Aí tudo certo. Assustei aqui, ué.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here. Coming into mobile, we got Warzone Mobile.
Será que os caras podem jogar já? Pode não.
It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer.
Trollou legal, hein? Mas tá muito bonito o trailer pro mobile, tá não?
We are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can
Ó, tá bonitão, velho.
from wherever.
Mó, mano.
Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today. It's still alpha, so it's only going to get.
Tá muito bonito.
And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence.
Menos detalhado, na verdade. Com menos detalhe, menos iluminação bem trabalhada. Mas tá bonito demais, velho.
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to
Nó, velho, que foda, Verdansk, mano.
from its hallmark vistas.
Deu saudade agora, essa porcaria dessa caldeira fazendo eu passar raiva o tempo todo.
So much fun to play in. Wide open fields, ready for battle. And intimate, close quarters, combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good.
Boneart. Tá 1 FPS por dia também, né?
And Superstore. Even TV station.
Nossa, que saudade, velho. Aí, que nostalgia. Lembra que o Warzone era bom?
The gameplay, or you know what? Maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical.
Ô, boludo. Cara, o Warzone 2, não sei se você viu, velho, mas tá muito parecido com o Blackout, velho. A questão de mapa e tudo mais.
All those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form. You can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine
Ó, o cara é o bico da mira, hein?
recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight.
Meu pocket não aguenta. Tipo isso, Marquinhos. É louco que tá aí o iPhone 14, velho.
And it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities.
Que streak tá bem idêntico.
Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
Pois é, mano. MW, God of War, Resident Evil 4 chegando também. Nossa, o cara tem que ter dinheiro demais.
Are they going to be there too?
Yes. Everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy.
Ah, tem kill streak especial pro... Ah, não. É os mesmos. Precision, a mesma coisa. Nossa, o boludo jogando na beira do cara. Tá igual a sua, boludinho. 1.200 contos tá sendo gente boa demais, Marquinhos. Os dois pau pra lá.
For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope.
Ó, 120 jogadores, mano.
To make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Ah, vai ter players e bots.
Important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down.
Delícia, ninguém quer matar bot, não é players.
Human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other
Cara, vai ter crossplay, mano.
Because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience.
Caralho, velho, estão com um trabalho bem pesado, viu?
Connected. Does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2,
Vamos ver como que vai funcionar.
2.0, and
Quero PES.
So wherever you're playing Call of Duty,
Ah, tá.
time well spent, including on mobile.
Ah, dá pra transferir as coisas do COD, PC e console pro celular. Bem interessante, velho. Eu gostei dessa ideia.
PC or mobile, wherever they choose.
O cross progression.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Interessante.
One of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. See, the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and
que usa MK2, velho?
But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and, you know, native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we are supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplaying between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC.
Mas feed, né, Ian? Pode parar, não?
Experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can...
Mas já rola isso, Marquinhos, todo jeito, mano. Porque o pessoal... Ah, meu celular tá aqui. Porque o pessoal do PC, eles baixam o emulador de celular e joga do mesmo jeito, velho. Free Fire, Call of Duty Mobile, qualquer jogo mobile faz isso. Ô, Boludinho, vai ser insano, velho. Vai ser top. Vou te carregar.
It's Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can.
Vamos registrar aqui, pera aí.
Special
Sai não, QR.
Emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Então, Tailung, teve o Warzone 2, falou muita coisa sobre o MW, Gulag, Novo Círculo, muita coisa, cara. Mas tudo sobre Call of Duty no caso, né? Call of Duty Mobile agora vai ter o Overdusk. Mas pra quem é fã de Call of Duty mesmo.
It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty...
Fiz o pré-registro no COD Mobile aqui, ó.
Dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Não dá pra ver, não. Mas eu fiz o pré-registro, que eu quero jogar o COD Mobile.
For dance, that's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane.
E vai lançar dia 16 de novembro o Warzone 2, hein? Pra beta não falou nada ainda, não. Não tem muito segredo, não. Vai ser multiplayer, vai ter, acho que, dois mapas, sei lá. Sobre a beta, acho que eles não falaram que não. Olha!
Everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly, Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah, 8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity.
Registrar na beta do COD Mobile. Só pra isso mesmo, jogar o Warzone Mobile.
But also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen, Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But guys, it's time to get into business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the command center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today.
Não, é registrar pro COD Mobile, velho. O Warzone Mobile.
With Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are two PCs.
O Ground War vai voltar.
I couldn't believe it. Cloaksy is here. Like the fact that he
multiplayer do... agora fala sobre o multiplayer agora, entendi.
PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible.
Eles podem jogar já, mano. Cala a boca. Eles podem jogar já.
Eu não sei porque que minha barra tá fixa aqui embaixo, chat. Isso que eu não tô entendendo.
Bora combinar um modo?
O cara já pode jogar, mano.
Vocês estão vendo a barra aqui, né? Mas ela tá aqui, ó. O que eu fiz da outra vez? Taskbar Behavior, que ela saiu. Eu só cliquei e descliquei, né? Porque o que acontece? Eu não posso deixar full screen. Eu tenho que jogar no modo janela. Eu não posso usar Alt Enter, chat, senão crasha a stream. Eles falaram isso, tá ligado? Esse que é o problema. Mas eu não sei por que que tá aparecendo pra vocês aí.
Fala, Baludinho.
Show my taskbar on all displays, não.
Os caras tá falando 2 horas que eu não tá lendo essa porra, não é?
Eu tô respondendo os caras, mano.
Esse automatically hide the taskbar que devia estar funcionando e não tá, cara.
Respondi, eu sei.
Do you know how can I make the taskbar not show, because it's automatically hiding but it's not hiding, so I click here and it stays in the screen.
I believe it's supposed to go away automatically, but I can check.
Okay.
Eles podem jogar agora, mano.
It's not disappearing anymore, like it's...
Because it shows that
it's already checked on the settings, like automatically hide the taskbar, but it's not hiding.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Maybe try minimizing it and mouse over there and then like mouse out. It should disappear.
I mean, it's fine.
Respondi 3 vezes, Tailung. Nem reparei, mano. Loucura. Ah, agora mostrar os caras jogando. Só os caras jogando agora, então. Hayashi tá apanhando aqui. Nem abriu o jogo que conseguiu.
Estamos resolvendo. Corta no OBS, talvez dê pra fazer isso.
Deixa eu ver se o Nine tá jogando. Nine... Não sei se o Nine foi convidado. Acho que não foi, não. Falou mal pra caralho da Activision. O Nine é doidão, velho. Não, tá muito rápido o jogo, velho.
Vocês, antes de a gente começar a jogar, vamos ver o loadout aqui.
Ah, eu quero ver o jogo. Cala a boca. Mano, o jogo tá muito rápido, tá muita coisa, muito mesmo. Mudou muito não.
Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, called Next, all of them live on their own channels and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much.
Nossa, mas que stream com qualidade horrível.
Slide cancel, you gotta complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much.
Slide cancel não tem não, né?
You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of...
É, ô, pessoal, mudou muito não.
I'm going to tell this now on air in front of
Só os pro, velho. Só os stream bolados. O cara é bom, velho. Ele tá no controle? Tá não. No mouse.
Horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja.
Sim, velho. Tá com o POV no máximo também, né, Tailung?
No idea. I walk up and slap him. I walk past him today and
Aí, deixa eu mostrar as armas aqui, vamos ver.
Então aqui a gente tem, ó, M4. Se eu clicar aqui, ó, tá vendo? Todos os attachments já desbloqueados. Calma, como é que faz? Aqui, ó, o zoom out. Então quando eu vier aqui pra essa 556 Icarus, eu já vou ter aqueles primeiros attachments que estão na M4, até onde eu entendi é isso. E aí tem mais esses outros aqui que são exclusivos da LMG, entendeu? Então, tipo, tem attachments exclusivos de cada uma das armas, mas tem os attachments compartilhados dentro daquela família de armas, entendeu? Então aqui a gente tem essas 5 armas que derivam, essas 4 armas, no caso, que derivam da plataforma da M4.
Interessante.
Mas acho que uma vez que a gente entender, fica fácil.
O código de 2024 deve mudar bastante. Ah, velho, 2024, sei lá, mano. Tem no rumor que 2023 já não vai ter COD. 2024 deve vir o Black Ops da vida, sei lá.
Isso aí eu não sei se vocês viram no trailer que eles mostraram. Mas tem... Ah, mas não tá funcionando ainda. Mas esse Cinder aqui embaixo seriam as skins, né? E as skins agora são compartilhadas para todos os attachments. Então, tipo, você... E aí não tenho certeza se vai ser para todas as skins assim, mas deu a entender que sim. Que você comprou uma build lá e você não tá preso àqueles attachments. Se você mudar, você ainda vai conseguir manter o look da arma, né? Você não estraga a arma quando você muda os attachments, né? Finalmente. Que era um absurdo. Os caras cobravam $20 pela skin e você não podia mexer na arma visualmente.
A gameplay não mudou muito, não.
Agora, finalmente, eles estão mudando isso.
Ah, tá jogando modo novo, né? Ah, o menu.
Eu vou falar tudo pra vocês com certeza no YouTube.
Gráficos, áudio, interface.
Como elas são armas da mesma família, eu acho que se você compra um Weapon Vault lá, você consegue usar aquela skin em todas as armas da família, entendeu? Todas as armas você vai ter aquele look, digamos assim, na arma. Sistema de perks, tá? Calma, deixa eu mostrar aqui, ó. Essas aqui são as granadas táticas, tá? Flash.
Quero ver os perks.
Confirmado. Decoy, stun, smoke.
Fechar aqui, né? Vamos ver o Hayashi de leve.
Snapshot, Heartbeat com bateria, se bem que eu não sei.
Caralho, 24 mil pessoas vendo japa.
Seja com bateria. E aqui é o Spotter, né? Tipo aquele binóculos. Letal, Frag.
Ah, velho, eu curto, velho, porque se for ter uns 6 até já é interessante, mas se for igual o Vanguard que pulou pra 10, cara, já fica mais chatinho.
Perks, olha como é que
Olha os perks.
Tem esses padrões aqui, né? Você escolhe. Ou então você pode vir aqui e clicar o seu próprio perk package. Então, Como vocês podem ver, são 4 perks. Esses 2 primeiros aqui, você já tem desde o começo, são os perks básicos. Então só pode escolher entre esses 8, né? Então overkill do double time, double duration da tactical sprint, 30% mais rápido dando abaixado.
Entendi.
Battle hardened é contra flash, stun, EMP, essas coisas. Scavenger para recuperar munição. EOD, menos dano explosivo. Tracker, as pegadas. Strong arm, você vê a trajetória do equipamento. Tactical extra.
Novo sistema de perk eu tô gostando, mano.
Uma tactical a mais no começo da partida. Você pode escolher 2 desses. Durante a partida, você ganha esses outros 2 perks. E aí cada...
O cara é o dinossauro do COD.
Tem perks específicos.
Tipo isso.
Então, por exemplo, o Fast Ranges, que é pra recarregar mais rápido.
Mãos rápidas.
Você vai ganhar durante a partida. Se você quiser o Cold Blooded, pra ficar imune a termal, a inteligência artificial, né, que o estilo de inteligência artificial, você vai ganhar durante a partida. Quick Fix, que matou, regenera durante a partida. Spotter, Resupply, mesma coisa. E aí, por último, você ganha esses perks, que aí são teoricamente...
É tipo o modo especialista, né?
Alerta vermelho, o Ghost, que te deixa indetectável por AV, radar portátil e Heartbeat. Hardline, que diminui em 1 as kills necessárias. Overclock, que faz você poder ter uma melhoria de campo adicional e carrega ela 40% mais rápido.
Nuke OP, 2 melhorias de campo.
Tá? Os caras acharam que vai ser uma boa ideia atrás do Last Stand de volta, mas pelo que eu entendi, você não atira. Então você cai, você fica lá no Last Stand, você pode dar um selfie ou alguém do seu time pode te reviver, né? Então isso aqui é útil pro cara que morre atrás do cover. Não gosto da ideia, mas pelo menos você não tem a pistola, até onde eu entendi. Você não testei, mas você não tem a pistola, eu imagino, pra matar os outros, tá? Então esse é o novo sistema de perks. Esses perks extras...
Nota aí, eu quase passei mal com aquele trilha do God Ragnarok, mano. Muito foda mesmo.
Você chega lá mais rápido, né? Eu não consegui prestar atenção nisso ainda quando eu joguei ontem, que foi muito rápido. Vocês vão ver durante a gameplay, tá? Aqui as melhorias de campo, né? Então, ó, Cover Deployable, Tactical Insertion, Trophy System, Dead Silence, né? Volta a ser melhoria de campo, não gosto da ideia, mas tá aqui. Radar portátil, nova melhoria. Battle Rage, que é um estimulante que te dá um rush de adrenalina, né? Sua vida...
interessante.
Você fica mais resistente ao equipamento...
Esse eu gostei, o Battle Rage.
Tactical Sprint recarrega bem mais rápido. Mina de supressão, que emite constantemente uma onda de som que atrapalha a visão inimiga e diminui a velocidade deles.
Entendi.
Loadout drop. Câmera tática.
A câmera que o Rian falou aí.
Tem mais coisa aqui, ó. Smoker drop. São vários drones que dropam várias smokes em uma mesma linha. Decoy inflável, que vocês viram.
Nu, véi! Tem muito field upgrade.
Que é um EMP, né? Você direciona e solta uma wave naquela direção. E aqui
Anti-armor rounds.
Que é pra você ficar... munição anti-armadura, no caso, né? Eu imagino que seja boa pra veículos, equipamentos, essas coisas todas.
Tá top, mano.
Antes da gente começar a jogar, última coisa.
É muita coisa, você é louco.
Calma, filhos, tem muito tempo a gameplay. Skill streaks, tá? Esses são todos os skill streaks, não vou passar um por um, vocês vão vendo aí. As kills necessárias. E aquela coisa que eu falei pra vocês, ó. Se eu clicar...
O pessoal tá com bolado, Hayashi. Vai jogar, cara.
Muda o valor. Você pode jogar tanto de kill streak quanto de score streak.
Eu prefiro kill streak.
Certo? E aqui são os operadores, né? Então...
Eu sou rushador.
Aqui por cada um, só pra vocês verem.
Os campers vão usar as casas, certeza aí, ó. Os caras com 30 câmeras na casa lá marcando 10 posições diferentes.
Vamos de soap. Caralho, o Stolen tá empolgado, vagabundo. Let's go. Vamos dar search e começar a jogar. E assim, torcer pra gente não cair contra os pro player vagabundíssimos, né? Eu tô com umas classes que eu montei aqui antes de começar a live, que eu não sei se tão boas, se tão ruins, tá ligado? Mas a gente vai dando um jeito.
Tá muito foda o jogo, velho. Muito foda, muito foda. E tá de Ghost aí, ó. Ghostzinho com máscara nova.
Isso aí não tem nada a ver, a gente jogou, não tá lagado não. E pra quem tá chegando agora, a gente vai jogar multiplayer agora, por volta das 4h30 da tarde aí do horário de Brasília pra vocês. A gente vai poder jogar o Warzone 2, tá? Então, essa é a ideia. Ó,
4h30 tem o Warzone, deixa eu 4h30, mano. Cê é louco, eu demorar demais.
Mas caiu, tá procurando outra.
Tem outro? Mais um round, pô!
Eu vou gravar um vídeo antes de E saiu o Warzone.
Tá bugada? Ah, é verdade. Ele não tá segurando exatamente no grip, né?
Call of Duty. Esperar lançar a gameplay do Warzone, né? Perder tempo, não. Deixa eu ver se vocês lançaram
Achou, agora achou.
os vídeos aqui, que eu vou reagir aos vídeos, já gravo e mando pro YouTube.
É o mesmo museu que tem aqui em LA, é igualzinho. Ó, tô no time do Patriota. Ele tá lá do outro lado lá.
Eu joguei todos, Tailung, sério, mano. Eu sou muito viciado em COD.
Camuflagens não tem ainda, chat. Tipo, tem aqui, mas não tá. Elas não estão aparecendo.
Pera aí que eu vou fazer um videozinho aqui.
Acho que não tem as.
Fazer live tem umas 5 horas que vai rolar 4h30 live do Warzone, velho. Então a gente vai assistir.
Ó, vai começar, bora.
Vou ver o Hayashi jogando aqui.
Cara, que merda essa taskbar aqui na minha tela. Pelo menos pra vocês não tá aparecendo, mas pra mim tá. Uma bosta. Eu vi alguém perguntando ali, são 5 attachments por arma, tá? Então voltou a ser como era no MW 2019. Como é que tá o som do jogo? Tá muito alto? Tá bom? Ó. Fala pra mim.
Bom, pessoal, hoje às 4h30 tem live, né? Do Warzone 2, cara. Nossa, eu tô muito empolgado, velho.
Cara, eu joguei...
Você é louco, velho. Tô mandando áudio no grupo aqui.
E ele é daorinha, ele é grande. Ele parece que não é tão grande, mas ele é bem grande. Pô, se eu soubesse que era hardpoint, esse pau eu ia botar score streak, cara. Uma coisa que eu quero ver é se tá bem equilibrado, tá ligado? É o que eu falei mais cedo. Você poder escolher kill streak ou score streak é legal? É. Mas... Ui! Seringuinha, seringuinha, seringuinha. Já temos um wavezinho aqui, chat. Soltar o wavezinho. God. Imagino que vai ter pouca gente de Ghost, então isso é bom.
Ó, o minimapa tá interessante, velho. Tá bem ofuscado na câmera, assim. Quase não dá pra perceber direito.
Vou lá, vou fazer o que no bicho. Vocês estão vendo como é que tá com recoil? E eu juro, essa build aqui, ela não tá full montada pra ser laser, mas ela tá com pelo menos 3 attachments focados em diminuir o recoil e aumentar o tempo de mira. E olha como é que a arma tá pulando. Tá vendo isso aqui? Ih, caralho, fiquei sem munição. Caralho, o cara é burro demais. Me dá munição aí, tio. Aqui tem uma arma. Ah, puta merda.
Caralho, vai tá muito top, velho.
Testando, filho. Estou testando.
Eu vou aproveitar, velho, que...
Porra, perdi meu streak, eu ia soltar o care package.
Que eu vou ficar em live até... Ó, o Boludinho voltou, hein, cara.
Porque aí dá pra testar o máximo.
Você mandou uma mensagem no chat, quer que eu responda na mesma hora, você tá achando que você é o quê? Espectador VIP, é? Folgado. Não liga pra gente, ainda me responde no chat.
Hardpoint, ninguém tá nem indo pro hardpoint, mano.
Eu vou fazer... Vou cancelar aqui, que eu vou gravar um videozinho aqui, pessoal. Até as 16h30, né? Tava em live, que eu vou ter que assistir Hayashi jogando Warzone. Então vamos fazer um monte de nada aqui. Mas eu vou gravar um videozinho reagindo aqui agora os novos vídeos. O que é isso? Bugou. Então lançou o quê? Ah, o operador do Warzone. Não botou com nada aqui não, ué. Cadê, velho? Os caras fizeram um monte de coisa e eu pôr 2 vídeos só. Como assim, povo preguiçoso? Que povinho preguiçoso. Eu só acho aqui. Eu vou ver se eu acho a parte que mostra o mapa. Primeiro vou ver o trailer aqui, ó. Quer ver? Esse é o trailer? É o trailer. Ah, vontade de espirrar. Então, Ria, hoje é 16h30 vai ter, cara. Vou esperar quem live aqui fazer uns vídeos reagindo aos vídeos que saíram, as partes da live. Aí na sequência a gente vai esperar da 4h30 pra assistir o Warzone 2, mano. Que top. Pega uma água aqui.
Ouviram, né? Tá estouradaço, Os caras tão falando pelo jogo, eu acho. Ah, eu tô de Claymore, cara. Caralho, começar a botar umas Claymore. Os gringão morrer na Claymore, vagabundo. Vai ser engraçado. Ah, o Patriota, caralho, o Patriota tá do outro time.
Eu vi você! Ah, ele saiu, pô.
Ele tá de Vector. Cara, a Vector parece estar boa, só que o problema da Vector é que como não dá pra botar attachment, é muito ruim, velho.
Eu vim aqui só pra te ver. Fala comigo, Zigueira. É o Z que fala.
O Stone acho que tá jogando. Acho que o Stone tá jogando pro Zig. Pô, eu vou lá fazer o objetivo, né? Ui. Caralho. Vocês viram isso? Fiquei stunadaço com a Sentex, mano.
Eu vi você!
Mano, ninguém quer fazer o objetivo, só eu. Se eu tivesse de score streak aqui, será que dá pra mudar durante a partida? Acho que não.
Eu acho que eu vou... Ai! Nossa, minha coluna tá doendo demais, velho.
Eu ia estar farmando ponto pra caralho, velho. Caralho, velho.
Por que a tela bugou? Ah, tá, que eu pude ela. Eu acho que vou encerrar a live, pessoal. Tem mais ninguém assistindo aqui? Tem alguém aí? Alô, alô, sou testando. Alguém tá vendo a live aí?
O time tá tomando um pau, né?
Ah, minha coluna.
Parece até lobby público, você nunca cai no time dos bons. Ó, o cara tá no kill streak de 10, apareceu ali em cima.
Alguém assistindo? Oi, só. É, acho que tem ninguém assistindo, não.
Vocês viram como é que esse mapa é? Ele é grandinho, tipo, ele não parece ser tão grande, mas ele tem toda aquela área aberta lá do outro lado, tá ligado?
É, já que tem ninguém vindo a live, pessoal, eu vou encerrar aqui. Vou deitar um pouco ali pra descansar.
Aqui dentro, cara, que eu não tô vendo.
É, mais tarde eu volto. Não em live, né? Volto pra assistir aqui no caso. Aí talvez eu grave um vídeo do Warzone 2, certo? Muito obrigado pela presença de todo mundo na live aí. São foda pra caralho, turma. Muito obrigado mesmo. Foi muito divertido assistir esse evento com vocês aqui. Então, abraço a todos, valeu, falou, fui até mais.